yourself saying, I'm going to make this money online or start a business or make extra money, and year after year, month after month, week after week, day after day, you don't do that, I'm sorry, you're not setting goals. You are now in fantasy land and more than likely will never achieve whatever you're thinking in your head. I know I've just crushed your dreams. I'm sorry. But somebody had to tell you, okay? And what I find a lot of times is people, when they come online, they're like, I'm going to make all this money. Their goal is not in line with their work ethic, okay? And because of that, they end up giving up and just telling themselves, I'm going to do it one day. And then they're 87 and broke still. I want you to go through an exercise. Like right now, literally you need to do this if you're serious. If you're not serious, and whatever. But this is going to be something that can help you go from, I want to make money online, to I'm making money online now. And you have to get realistic with yourself. So what you need to do is pause the video, do whatever you got to do. Get a sheet of paper, okay, and your favorite pen. Or no, not a pencil. Write it in pen. Write it in ink, okay? You're going to write down 3 things, okay? You're going to put a goal at the top, and you're going to, right next to goal, you're going to put how much money you want to actually end up making every single month. Right under that, you're going to break down how much money you're going to have to make every single day to do that, okay? The second thing you're going to write, and I have the example here, I'm going to show you in a little bit. The second thing you're going to write a few spaces below that is investment. You're going to put down how much money you're willing to spend initially or even over time to make that goal possible, okay? Do this right now. Whatever you think it's going to take to actually do that. And then the third thing, a couple spaces down from that, is you're going to put time. Right here, you're going to put how much time are you willing to spend every single day to hit your daily target, okay? However much money you want to make or you need to make every day to make your monthly goal possible, how much time are you willing to spend to make that happen? I feel like I'm repeating myself now. Right under that, you're going to actually, either you can make a statement or you can put like an actual date on when you want to hit that goal. We're about to see why you maybe haven't been making the amount of money you want to make. So here's an example of what I kind of see with most people who try to do this, okay? So if your page, you can even pause it and look at it for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? If your page looks like this page, there's a big chance you're not going to hit that goal. So right here on this pretend one, starting September 17th, 2018, I got $5,000 a month, $167 a day. That's what that means. You got to make $167 every single day to make a little over $5,000 a month. And then for investment, I put $10 to $30 initially, right? Time, I want to spend 10 minutes to 30 minutes a day because that's what that one person said, that's what they do because they make all this money and they're not spending money and they are spending like barely any time online. So that's what I want to do. And I want to reach this goal, you know, and I want to start making $167 a day starting October 15th. Okay. If your sheet looks like this, then yeah, problem. And if so, it's just not good. Let me break down what it should look like. So I've actually made this sheet here for somebody. Since I'm talking, I promote Joomla. I'm gonna go in and say, if you've been thinking about joining Joomla, how much it's gonna take for you to get to $5,000 a month or whatever you're writing, if you wrote down, okay, to make that happen. So for goal, obviously $5,000 a month, $167 a day. For investment, okay, it's this right there, okay, $100 to $200. Not every day, okay, I'm not saying you gotta spend that every day, but to get signed up and everything and have everything ready for Joomla, you gotta spend $100. I put $200 if you want to increase and speed up your growth, okay? And then time, I put right here, 1 to 2. Oh my God, what's happening? Can't do it right. 1 to 2 hours a day, or at least every other day. Okay. Now, let me talk about the investment in time. The more money, so if you've got anything over $1,000 a month and you've got like $0 for investment, I hope under time you put 4 to 6 hours a day, because what you don't spend on training resources and tools to help you make money is what you're going to have to make up with time. Okay? I hope you understand that, okay? So, and what happens is people says, well, that's a better option. I'd rather not spend very much money, but I have to bust my tail and make this. But the problem is nobody really busts their tail. And you check in on that person a month or 2 months later, and they're not doing what they said they were going to do. They're not working at least 4 to 6 hours a day trying to get to this level. They're not doing any of that. So, but when you spend your money on tools, creating a solid funnel, when you're learning real marketing strategies and techniques, possibly even throwing some money into ads, then that's when the time can go down and you're not spending as much time. Now, initially, when you're new to this, you are going to be spending some time to get this up and running. But even if you're new, 1 to 2 hours a day is good. It's reasonable. You can make $5,000 and you've never done it up before online, spending 1 to 2 hours a day with a solid system and tools in place. And if you're taking action for that, for that. And for the goal deadline, I've put December 17th. That's 3 months away, people. Let me tell you something. For those of you who think you can make this money like next week, it's not going to happen. Second week, ain't going to happen. By the end of your first month, if you're really doing that time and you're actually dedicated, you can make some money your first month. But I'm just going to say 3 months to really, because maybe even your next month, maybe you do make $5,000. But you kind of want to make it consistently, because sometimes what happens is it can fluctuate. So once you know you've hit $5,000 every single month, and you've done that a few times already, then you're going to have to write out, take another sheet of paper, and do this whole thing over again. Why? Because your new goal is going to go up. So now it may go to $10,000, or it may go to $20,000, and you got to redo this whole thing. That if you have the intention of making $10,000 a month online, and you've put down you want to spend $0, and you're not working more than an hour on the computer to make that happen, and your goal deadline is in 2 months, it's just not going to work out for you. And I don't care what you're doing. And I understand that some marketers have made it seem like they're making all this money without spending any time. When you get to a certain level, and when things just start kind of like snowballing, so if you go to somebody, any marketer or system that says, hey, you can make this amount of money and barely spend any time a day, they could be truthful on that. Like, they could be making $10,000 a month, spending an hour a day online. The thing is, they didn't tell you it took them 2 to 4 hours a day for the last 6 months to get to that level. So they're telling you that it's kind of like the half truth. They're not telling you all of the truth. And when it comes to money, when you break down how much money they've probably spent in tools, training, and resources, more than likely they've spent more money than they're telling you up front. People, marketers, we love to say, hey, this looks really good. Look at how much time I'm not spending on this and still making this much money. Look how much money I'm not spending and still making this much money. But like I said, they don't talk about how long it took them to get to that point. So if you're just starting out, you're going to have a realistic goal. You're going to have a realistic financial investment, and you're going to have a realistic time schedule on how much you're going to work on here, and you have to have a realistic goal deadline. Sorry, you have to. If you don't have those things all on the same page, year after year is going to go by, and you're in the same place, or you're getting worse, because you're not being realistic with yourself, and you're not logical. You're just fantasy land, and you're listening to what everybody else is doing, and it sounds great, and you get motivated for a little bit, and then you just crash. This is how you don't crash. Get realistic and take action. So with that said, this was for Joomla. You know, if you want to make $5,000 a month, $100 to get started, you don't have to. It's actually like $100, but I put 200 in case you want to do some ads or something like that. Like I said, the more money you spend on good training and resources, the less time you will have to spend on this stuff. So there you go. Click the link in my video description to check out Joomla. Join. Let's freaking go. Okay, that's all I gotta say. Okay, I'm hungry and okay, bye.